Hi folks, it's Mike here with another video for you. It's been a while since I've uploaded anything. My editing computer had a major meltdown and family life has got in the way, but I've still been riding all through the winter. The Explorer is just about to clock up 56,000 miles. Today I'm at Mototechniks just out Stowmarket, where we're taking people out for guided rides on their demo fleet. So here's some footage of me riding the two latest Moto Guzzis for the first time. We'll start with the adventure style Stelvio and then the V100 Mandello S, which has the active suspension setup. I'll have a look at dealing with the situations and hazards encountered and how the bikes felt to ride. Here we are in Hawley with the extensive 20 limit in place due to it being used as a shortcut while the reconstruction of the A14 takes place forever. This is where lots of modern bikes fail, with horrible throttle actions and poor fueling. The Stelvio is a delight trickling along, and I'm able to time my approach so that I arrive just at the right time to avoid having to stop. Out on the national speed limit roads you can hear that the wind protection is not as good as the huge sail on my Triumph Explorer. I did check and the screen was fully raised. I'd have to investigate a screen option if this was mine and travelling any distance. The bike is rock steady and minor bar inputs allow me to smoothly equalise for the oncoming traffic. Then off the throttle for a controlled entry to the 40 limit. Again, lovely throttle action and neutral engine braking from the gear I am in. Now repeat this for the 30, but take a gear once at the correct speed. Now we are approaching a roundabout. It obviously causes regular problems as we have countdown markers and yellow rumble strips on approach. As always, we are approaching planning to stop but looking to go, if we can. Off the throttle, blend in some brakes and the block change down as we arrive. A car with a trailer has caused the traffic from my right to wait, so I use it as a barrier and I'm onto the roundabout. I take it steady, making sure the guy behind has been able to enter after the approaching traffic. A quick glance over my shoulder across the roundabout where I see him, and away up the hill. Nice smooth acceleration from the torquey V-twin engine. Another roundabout with a block change, and this time I have to stop. Right, let's enjoy some twisty B roads. There's plenty of positioning for bends, equalising for oncoming traffic and changing position to miss the potholes. The suspension on the Stelvio works well over the bumpy surface. A little firm for my tastes, but I've been spoilt by the semi-active setup on my Explorer. We'll see how the Mandello scores later on, as it too has a semi-active suspension. I bring my speed well down for this S-bend, as the surface is much more sandy and gravelly than the video compression shows. As we come round the bend, my vision immediately goes up to the distance, and I see a cyclist and oncoming cars. So I adjust my speed just using the throttle and time my approach to move offside as soon as the approaching car has passed me. Here the speed limit is still 60 for a motorcycle, but the road has narrowed and I've lost all forward vision. While I could physically go around this corner much faster, I don't. And this is the reason why. You never know what is there until you can actually see. Further on we are catching up with a car. Will an overtake be possible? Slow on the road, a village entry sign and the hazard warning line down the centre of the road means that I drop my speed in the small built-up area. Unusually for Suffolk, this outcrop of houses hasn't seen a 30 limit installed. As we go through the S-bend, I'm looking up the near side of the vehicle ahead to see if the road is clear. We know the car favours 50 miles per hour, so we may be able to nip past. Yep, it was clear all the way through, and away we go. We're still in the village of Finningham, and again as I come round the corner I look into the distance to see a horse and rider. I gently bring my speed down by throttle alone. The Stelvio is so easy to ride feet up. Look at the speedo, it actually hits 0. The rider decides to get off the road and I give them a little wave of thanks as we pass. Now we're heading back to Mototechniks to swap bikes and do it all again. We're now aboard the V100 Mandello, a more sporty riding position but in no way extreme. It truly is an old school sports tourer. Check for a suitable space in the traffic, and away we go. It's the same engine as the Stelvio, lovely and smooth with plenty of low down torque. Watch the fuel tank as I accelerate. There's flaps that open as you go faster to act as aerodynamic aids. I'm afraid I felt no difference and would much rather the money be spent on giving the Mandello a full-size sports tourer fairing. Watching my mirrors as we gain on the car, I wait until my position gives me the final view down the road and a simple overtake is easily taken. Again, the throttle action and good fuel injection makes controlled changes of speed so smooth. Here we are again with some slow speed riding in a 20 limit. Like the Stelvio, very controlled and stable. Just get the timing right and there's no need to stop. We are approaching this large sloping roundabout again. Still planning to stop and looking to go. This time there's no vehicles acting as a block to traffic from my right, but there's a gap and a quick block change allows me to enter. The gearbox is very slick and block changes on both bikes are not an issue. First gear selection from neutral though is horrible, with a huge clunk. Make sure you have a brake on if you have a test ride. Someone's going to ask me, how was the quick shifter? As always, I forget that I have them fitted and ride old school. Sorry. Back to the Twisties. The semi-active suspension is much more plush than the Stelvio, soaking up all the undulations in the road. The screen again is lacking, and I did wonder after the ride if it would have been quieter in the lower position. What's round the corner? Nothing this time, but you never can tell. Here we are gaining on a car and van. Those entrances are empty, so I'm positioned to use the view up the near side. It's nice and clear, so a single overtake is possible, controlling the speed of the bike afterwards by acceleration sense alone. We're going to have to wait until after the S-bend to possibly overtake the van. Looking across the field, we can see nothing is coming, but I need to wait until I can see clear tarmac. Small verges can hide cyclists, low sports cars, and on today's roads, some dreadful potholes or debris. Now it's back to Mototechniks for a coffee before going out to do it all again on a Yamaha MT-10 and a Tracer 9 GT. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Please like, subscribe and share. And until next time, this is Mike saying, keep safe.